Good morning, Doreen Primary School. I was just sitting in my lounge room thinking about the next class we were going to, what we'd be discussing in the next session, and I looked up at my wall and here I've got a whole lot of amazing cartoon characters that my husband collected when he was a little boy out of the Wheaties packets, the cereal, breakfast cereal packets that they had in those days, little prizes in them, and he has kept his all that time. I had them framed a long time ago and they've been sitting on my wall and I actually forgot about them until now. I've just zoomed in a little bit closer so you can get a better look. The first one's Captain Marvel, and you are so into your cartoon characters that I thought this might be a really good chance to have a look at these characters that are exploding with perspective. In this image we've got Thing thundering toward us. His fist in the foreground, his foot in the foreground, bring him right towards the viewer. His other fist receding into the background and some interesting drawing in the far background behind him. Then we've got Thor. And you can see some wonderful perspective drawing here with robotic claws all around. The middle of the picture we've got Thor, who is moving forwards through from some planet behind him. Great colour scheme. It's a bit faded. These posters are very old and a little bit faded, I'm afraid, but some fabulous colours too to help that moving things forward and backwards in the picture frame. Captain America's just burst through the newspaper, shield in hand. Another fabulous foreshortening going on here to give you a great sense of perspective. And next to him is the Incredible Hulk. Have a look at the position of the foot and the knee and that hand coming towards you. That knee is right up in front of his tummy. His head is right down in between his shoulders. And that hand stretching out towards you is level with his face. Have a go at doing some of these cartoon type characters in these perspective positions and see what you can do. And finally we've got the invincible Iron Man with a great big character behind him. And again you've got these lovely elongated legs, stretched forward hands and muscles showing on his body. I know you like cartooning. A lot of you are into cartooning. You don't have to do these sorts of figures. You don't have to do superheroes. Do your cartoons that you've been enjoying and try to give them a little bit of perspective. Bring their legs forward. Get them running. Get them bursting through a background and into the foreground of the picture. See if you can use all the techniques that we've been talking about so far and get some backgrounds into your cartoons. That is your next task, girls and boys. Warm colours like red and yellow are considered to be advancing colours, and cool colours such as blue and green are supposed to be the ones that recede, move back into the distance for you. If you have a look at the bright blue and red rectangles on the screen, you can get a good indication of that at work. In the portrait of the woman by Matisse, you can see how cleverly he's used colour instead of grids to give his picture quite a sense of depth. I took another photo of the Captain Marvel poster and I enhanced it a little bit because it was so faded, and when I enhanced it, it had a lot more impact, and that is because those faded colours now are bright and doing what they were meant to do. Some colours receding, other colours coming forward. I want you to think about how that works, and on your next drawing try to use colour to make the picture have some perspective.